Okay.
Oh, I need to.
Oh yeah, definitely silence everything.
Yeah.
Let me make sure.
Yeah, my watch is silent as well.
Shouldn't go off. Ooh, that's a good point. I guess silence my watch too.
Yeah.
There it is. I have everything on do not disturb, but.
But once in a while, like, it just turns on. I don't know how.
Alright.
I might look into my laptop every once in a while.
That's okay. I can edit all
Okay.
this stuff out.
Okay.
So don't even worry about that. That's it. There it is. Okay. Good. So take a deep breath. It's just you and me having a conversation. Yeah, good. And don't worry about the cameras. Don't look at the cameras. They're not here. It's just you and me talking about your life and bioanalysis and stuff that you do.
Yeah.
Good. So, first off, what's important to you in your life? You know, how it may relate directly or indirectly to your work.
For me, what drives me is the impact on the patients and the integrity in science. So how that directly translates to me working in bioanalysis or at Celerion is I want to help get the drug from discovery to patients as fast as possible. And that doesn't happen without having a great team that we have at Celerion.
Looking back, you've been here for a few years now. What, and even before that, what shaped the way you think about quality and responsibility in science?
This goes back to my grad school days where I was trying to replicate one of the protein extraction that was performed by one of a former lab member. I had the protocol in my hand and I was trying to replicate it as close as possible to what's written, but then I couldn't get it replicated. I would have tried it like multiple times just to exactly replicate what the protocol said. So it dawned upon me at that time that what is very important is having an assay that's reproducible, having the proper documentation, the quality that matters. It wasn't what I was doing; it was actually the documentation itself. It was missing these little nuances that make the assay look great, look reproducible. So that's when I learned that having high quality and reproducible work is very important in any field and especially in science. And luckily that happened to me very early on in my career, and that helped me shape who I am today and helps me to translate that to my team as well.
Perfect. That was a great answer. So,
Yeah.
whenever
No,
you're ready.
go ahead.
I want to make sure we're tracking before I start.
Gotcha.
So, for someone outside of biotech, how would you explain what you actually do and why it matters?
So when someone asks me what I do for my living, my short answer would be we help track what a drug does in the body. Say it is like how efficient the drug is or the side effect that the drug could yield in the body. So that's bioanalysis in the short term. And why is it important? Because that makes sure that a patient receives a most reliable and efficient drug for the particular. I could do better at that.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
So you're doing great. You're doing great. So, no, that I love what you said because that's something that I can help other people also understand.
Yeah.
What we do and how we do it, what it means to the world, to folks who aren't scientists.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's understanding how we're tracking the side effects and then
the efficacy of the drug.
Yeah.
And bioanalysis is very important because without this, I had better. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. My work focuses on the tests that we do on the drug to make sure it works appropriately, and also to understand if the body is responding the way it should to the particular drug.
Perfect, great. When projects are complex and timelines are always tight, right? What matters most to you in how your team works with the clients?
Transparency is one of the core. Okay, sorry. Try again.
Yeah, take your time.
Transparency is one of the important parts of how we work. Gosh, I have really nice responses framed. Okay, good.
That's a good. It's all right. It didn't have to be perfect because if it's too polished, it looks rehearsed, and so it's totally fine.
Transparency is one of the important points that we focus on. As you know, in bioanalysis, you will have like different complex methods, and you work on different molecules. And to us, each molecule is different, and they come with their own puzzles and complications. And with the sponsors, we try to be as open and transparent as possible. Not as possible, but as open.
So transparent. That's what the clients they want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
They want to even if it's not good, even if it's the assay is not working out at all. They just want to know what's happening. What are we going to do about it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. So we set our expectations, we communicate the deadlines to them appropriately, and if we run into any unexpected data, we make sure to communicate them on time so there are no surprises. So when a client works with us, we don't want them to have any surprises. If we go back and tell them this is what we saw in our data, nothing should come to them as like, oh, this is a surprise, but it should be something that they expected. So for us, having the transparency with the client, working with them as a team and just not as a service provider is one of the keys in having a good collaboration with a client.
Awesome. And what do you want the clients to feel when they're interacting with us, discussing their data?
I would want them to feel as we are an extension of their lab. I don't want them to feel as we are just a service provider, but we are actually their hands, and we are as invested in their program as they are. I want them to feel that we are on the same team, and we want to make sure that they feel well communicated. They're not left behind, and there are no surprises to them at any point. I think I do better without looking at it.
You are, because this is what I want. And
okay.
that was perfect, spot on. I just want it organic. I totally get it because I'm the same way. And when I'm doing like a video for like just something I'm putting out on LinkedIn, I have this beautifully written out, but it's if I can't see it, then I don't say it that way, and so I just try to bullet it and just know it well enough so it comes out. That was brilliant. I love it. So as a leader, what kind of environment do you try to create for the scientists on your team?
Yeah, this is a great question. I want to see the team who are open. They're not scared to come. What's the word? Sorry. Oh yeah. Try it again.
Yeah. So what kind of environment do you want to create for the scientists on your team?
Mm-hmm. I try to create an environment where the scientists they feel they're heard. They can come out with any issues they have. And they feel supported and trusted.
I'm about to close that because I can't have you looking back.
Okay, no.
That's not going to work. So just kind of get a flavor for it.
Yeah.
Speak from your heart. How think about how you would want to be treated as a junior scientist.
Yeah.
And so we'll just start over. So as a leader, what type of environment do you want to create? Do you create for the scientists in your team?
Yeah. I try to create an environment for my team members where they feel supported and empowered, and then they can come out and talk about their challenges in the assay, and where they stand up for one another, and they talk about their issues without any hesitation.
What still excites you about the work you're doing now?
It's the feeling you see when you look into a drug name, and that just rings a bell that, oh, I did work on this drug at one point. Just knowing that what you work every day makes an impact in someone's life, whether it be small or big. Just knowing that even though I'm not in the clinic side, we are in the bioanalysis, we don't get to see the patients directly, but we work on something behind the scenes, which people often forget. But bioanalysis is very crucial, where without bioanalysis, you wouldn't understand what the drug is doing to your body, or how your body is reacting to it. So for me, working in bioanalysis, it's that satisfaction that what I'm working today is helping someone somewhere in the world to make their lives better.
Brilliant. Now I'm going to go back to the beginning because I forgot to introduce you. So just look at me and I'll introduce. So today I'm sitting down with Soumya. Let me make sure I say this right. Sundaram?
Yeah.
It's not Sundaram. Okay. Today I'm sitting down with Soumya Sundaram, who leads ligand binding method development and validation at Solarion. She works on some of the most technically demanding bioanalytical challenges we see, but what I really want to get to talk about is how she thinks about the responsibility behind the work. Let me say that again. Sometimes I'll change the way I want to say it in the middle, and then it doesn't track with the sentence. So she works on some of the most technically demanding bioanalytical challenges we see, but what I really want to talk about is how she thinks about the responsibility behind the work. So Soumya, I really appreciate how thoughtfully you approach both the science and the people behind it. Thank you so much for taking the time to share how you think about the work and why it matters.
Thank you, Gregory. It was wonderful talking to you and wonderful sharing my thoughts and my work at Solarion. I appreciate your time.
Perfect. It was great. No, it really was outstanding. Now
gosh.
Some of those